Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. I've seen a lot of people picking locks on the internet, but I haven't seen too many picking them blindfolded. So I've just done one. I did a Widco new cylinder with spool pins in it, so I thought I might actually do another one. This one here is just an old crusty one I got off a job. It's even got some blob of something unknown there. Like, what is that? Is that putty? Is that blob? Is it a big bit of hash? Who knows? Anyway, new Lockwood cylinder. You can tell by the Assa Abloy and the football shaped laser engraved Lockwood across the front of the cylinder there. I don't have keys for it, so might as well pick it open and make some keys. It was really hard to get this tailpiece off before, so I'm going to do myself a solid and remove it now. Actually took just as long to pick it on the last video as it did to remove the circlip, if you've seen that video. Alright, I'm just going to pop this off. Get out, get out, get out. And I don't have the luxury of a flat blade screwdriver, that's why I'm struggling, because for some reason every time I want a Phillips I get a flat, and every time I want a flat I get a Phillips. And I've got heaps of screwdrivers, just not in an orderly fashion. Alright, there we go. Alright, so cylinder, we'll gut it afterwards and we're going to pick it. My method of showing it's under cover is basically just a cloth there, you see, like that. So basically I'm on this side right here. I'm looking at it, I'm sitting down looking at it from this side here. So as long as this stays down and like that, there's no way I can see through here, and it's just a piece of paper. So that's it. And the camera's up here where you guys are. Alright. And my other video, if you didn't see that, how to make a lissue pick better, by bending a screw and putting it in there. That's what we're seeing. Yeah, if you're ever in the middle of the night and you need to rotate your lissue pick around, it's good to be able to do that. Alright, let's get started. Good. It's in a bit too tight. About there, we'll get away with that. Sorry, just getting set up here. I'm going to have to adjust my little tension tool. Oh no, there we go. Alright, so I put that down, put one hand underneath, make sure the cloth is all the way down, and there, and picking it up. Alright, so you can see, make sure you can see my arms. Where's my other arm? Here we go. Okay, so you can see both arms are against the bench. The lock cylinder's under here where you can see that moving, and making sure we can't see anything. And let's go for a little bit of a pick, eh? One down. Oop. Two down. Three down. Four. And got it. Done. Alright, let's take it out and decode it. What code we got? We got a 3, a 1, 3, 1, 5. Okay, cool. Now I might just make a key for it as well. These should be genuine Lockwood pins. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm happy with that. This cylinder's still good, so I'm going to put it back together and just throw a C4 in the Unicode and pump out a key for it, and that way I just pop it back on the shelf. And it might be a job, but it might need a black cylinder. Rarely, but it does happen. Alright, that's there. Alright, let's drop these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listening? 1. Okay, there we have 5 pins, and they are genuine Lockwood spool pins. Let's see if we can zoom into them. It's about the best we can get, I think. That really sucks. I need a better zoom on this. Anyway, spool pins. Can we focus that at least? There we go. See? Those lovely fellas that give everybody the heartache. Alright, so why do I do this video? Well, it's not to prove that I can pick. I mean, you probably guessed that by now. I don't do a lot of showing people how to pick. Picking is one of those things where it's not good for bad people to find out the secrets of lock picking and going around defeating people's security. So I do it for the simple lock pickers, that the lock sport people who enjoy lock picking their own locks and things like that, to show that there is another level of challenge here that you guys have probably never even done. Mainly because the people who pick locks in the middle of the night are trained locksmiths doing emergency work, and that's where it's not just picking the lock. You've also got the challenge of doing it blindfolded or in the middle of the night or hanging off a ladder, or just all these funny things that make the job that little bit harder. And that's where the real sort of challenge to it kicks in. The next challenge is when you've got old crusty locks which have corrosion, wear, full of funny lubricants like cooking oil, things like that, where the pins and springs aren't working properly. That makes it even 10 times harder. Even if you're the best lock picker in the world, you're still going to struggle if your lock isn't functioning properly. But if you've got a functioning lock like what we just had here, that's kind of what we're talking about. Why won't this go back? This should be the best follower for this. What is happening? Houston, we've got a problem. One of the pins has just jammed. What's it jammed on? Oh. Anyway, let's do that again. Do we roll a spring? Nope. When we talk about rolling a spring, that's a terminology that other people have different terminology for it. Lost a spring, that's a pretty common one. Rolling spring is when the spring gets caught around the plug and the housing and it gets rolled all the way around. Other locksmiths have different terminology like cutting a spring, trapping a spring. Leave it down in the description what you call it when you get a spring that gets caught around the outside of the plug and between the housing and the plug. So I've just got to pin this back up again. And of course the tweezers get magnetic sometimes, which also does not help with keying it back up. But for a minute and a half picking a spool pin blindfolded, I think that's a fairly good effort. Leave it down in the description what you guys think. I'll do that later. Thanks for watching.